Hey guys, I can't leave you like that. That wasn't a good video. We got nothing. Just me messing up again. I do that a lot. Um, so let's do a video. A quick one, hopefully. Not necessarily quick, but something I can push out real quick for you. I've got 5. These are 5 colognes, fragrances, perfumes, whatever you prefer to call them, that are not clones. They get called clones all the time. They are not clones. Can you say they're inspired by? Absolutely, but they do their own thing, and most of them do it better than the one, in my personal opinion, humble opinion, than they say they're cloning. Now, let's start out with an honorable mention. Notting Hill by English Laundry. People say this one is a clone of Polo Safari, and I do get the similarities. It's been a long while since I smelled Safari, though. So that's why it's an honorable mention. I can't say for sure how close it is. From what I remember, there's similarities, but it is completely different for the most part. Yeah, this is a nice, clean, I don't want to call it barbershop scent, but it's definitely heavy on the lavender, and it's definitely got a shaving cream almost, kind of like a high-end shaving cream, not like a Gillette or a Barbasol, more like a Taylor Roll Bond Street actual shaving cream with a brush, their classic one, or the Art of Shaving's classic one. That's what I get more from this. So yeah, I can't say for sure. What I remember, there's similarities, but more differences than similarities. Don't hold me to that. I haven't smelled Safari in a long time. We'll do the next 2 Aventus ones, the ones I just did. This one, even when I sprayed it on heavy and got good smells, it doesn't smell like Aventus. I don't know why the only reason I can think people are saying this smells like Aventus is because of pineapple. A lot of clones have pineapple in them. It's not Aventus. It's like a lot of clones have cardamom in it. It's not La Nuit Alone at all. I wouldn't even call this one. I'm going to say inspired by Aventus, but not in the way you think. It's more like Lattafa was like, F it. Let's just release. Everybody talks about the pineapple in Aventus. Let's just release a pineapple scent. That's pretty much what it is. So inspired by Aventus in that way, but not to smell like Aventus. Just almost like a trolling thing, really, when you think about it. So, not a clone. If you want a clone of Aventus, this ain't gonna be it. You go like Club de Nuit is a clone of Aventus. That is not a clone of Aventus. The next one is another one people call a clone of Aventus. That's Montblanc Explorer. Not at all. Some similarities? Absolutely, there's some similarities. For the first 15 minutes, this is its own thing. It doesn't smell like Aventus. Then something mixes with that bergamot and does give it a bit of a citrusy, but a bit of a pineapple citrusy vibe to it. And then I'm assuming it's the black pepper that's in it. Can almost give it a bit of a smoky vibe because there's no birch tar in this. There's no, my God, what's the berry they use? The black currant. There's none of that in this. Like I said, after about 15 minutes, first 15 minutes, it doesn't smell like Aventus. I got to admit that. Then something happens. Like I said, something mixes with that bergamot, giving it a bit of that juicy pineapple, citrusy vibe. The black pepper is giving it a bit of a peppery, but also a slight smoky vibe, almost like a birch tar. And it lasts for about an hour and a half. And that's when it really smells like Aventus. It does smell like Aventus then, but only for about an hour and a half, maybe 2. And then more of the musk and the ambroxan and everything come out in this. So there's this like slight tinge of Aventus, but more just a modern masculine scent. I like this better than Aventus. At least the 3 or 4 batches that I've smelled. I'm sure there's a couple batches of Aventus that are great, but most Aventus is just weak now and not, yeah. But this stuff, some people get bad performance out of this, I've heard. I get nothing but good performance out of this, like great projection and longevity. So, not a clone, guys. Inspired by? Sure, but not a clone. The next one is one that people say is a clone of Molecule 01. I don't see the similarity at all. And that's Dior Homme 2020. The only thing I can say is Molecule 01 is basically, I mean, pretty much ISO-E Super. It's pretty much what Molecule. There are some nuances, but that's pretty much what it is. This is heavy on the ISO-E Super, but I get a lot more sharp woods and greenery to it, if I can use that term. Definitely a lot more going on this than just ISO-E Super. A whole lot more. I don't even get the comparison, tell you the truth. But yeah, not a clone. Next one. And this is the one that really inspired this video. I was thinking about what could I do, because that other video sucked. I was like, yeah, this is not a clone. Le Parfait. Everybody says, oh, it's a clone of Aventus and Green Irish Tweed all thrown into one. Well, then that makes it its own thing. Just by that definition, you saying that makes it its own thing. It's just not a clone. It has aspects of Aventus. It has aspects of Green Irish Tweed. It also has aspects of Cool Water. It also has aspects of, which also is not a clone of Green Irish Tweed. Inspired by, sure, but not a clone. Just not a clone. You're not going to smell this and be like, oh yeah, that smells like Aventus. And you're not going to smell this and be like, oh, that smells like Green Irish Tweed. You're going to get whiffs and wafts if you know what them two smell like. Or Tres Nuits and Club de Nuit if you want. Same thing. You're going to get whiffs and wafts of them. But together, it's a completely its own scent, and it is gorgeous. Honestly, guys, this is one of the ones I'm going to just buy it. Blind buy it. I love it. You're probably going to love it. It's its own thing. It does its own thing. You're not going to think don't think you're getting Club de Nuit. Don't think you're getting Tres Nuits. Don't think you're getting Aventus. Don't think you're getting Green Irish Tweed. It's not. It's its own thing. And the last one, Gentleman Givenchy Eau de Parfum. I hear a lot of people say it's a clone of Dior Homme Intense, Valentino Intense. No. It's got a similarity. This is probably the closest one out of all these to what people say they cloned that it does, but this just, I don't know what it is. I'm not even going to try to pretend like I do, but there's something in this that makes it stand out. And it's definitely my favorite of the bunch. Performance is great. The longevity, projection, that sweet. You know what it is? If I think about it, really, really smell. Maybe I could be wrong, but there's more of an orris vibe than an iris vibe, which are kind of the same thing. But the orris is like the root, from my understanding, of like the iris plant. And this has got the iris, but it's also got that orris, which is giving it a bit more of a bit more of an earthy smell, a bit more of a mature vibe, more of a masculine vibe than the other ones. I think that if I had to really if I'm going to pin it down, that would be it. But anyway, guys, not a clone. And this one is definitely inspired by, but it's like Givenchy looked at what Dior Homme and Valentino were doing and were like, you know what? We could do that, and we could do it better. And I really think they did. Just my own personal thoughts, but hey. And I like the fact you can get this relatively easily. Pretty much any department store that sells fragrances. So, yeah. So that's it, guys. Just wanted to give you another quick little video for kind of messing up the other one like I did. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Anyway, I'm going to hit the hay. It's getting late. I'm tired. Peace. Love. Be good to each other.